I am really in a funk today.
So am I.
I'm
want to just go
in
home?
A funk. No.
Let's just go home. We can do it.
Good. Because at 9, it's going to be great.
I think I am, too, because, like, nothing's set up right.
I'm in a bad mood.
Are you?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. Like, it doesn't affect, like, how brilliant and funny I am.
Nothing does.
But I am just in a funk of a fucking mood.
Don't you hate people that make it about them? Are you mad at me?
I totally know people like that.
What happened there?
You mad at me?
Why are you in a bad mood?
Nothing. It's just like right when I came in, I was just like, you saw how the TV thing not being set up set me off.
Well, it just, I don't know, it just...
And like apparently, Pal Talk is having a disruption in their service.
Oh, really?
So I can't have great conversations with Steve from Bayshore and get his funny lines to use and steal.
Is that why you use Pal Talk? I didn't know that.
Well, that and, you know.
And other things. I mean, come on.
Come on. And then just a general...
I think it's... I think...
Like, ugh.
I don't know. It's the same old shit we complain about a lot. It's really frustrating around here. It's just like I just feel like I don't know. I guess we don't want to get into this, but it's just. And
it's just a general like. I
mean, I don't even know if the company cares that we do this radio show every day. I'll just say that. Yeah. I don't know. Like I know we're doing really well. I know the feedback has been really, really strong lately, but I don't know. Like. Also, we come into our studio that's supposed to be ours, and it's not even set up right, and all it takes is one guy not being here for the whole thing to fall apart, and it's like...
Yes, I'll try to be in every day. No, not you.
I'm in a funk, too, today.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's just that
usually it's one of us.
Mood.
Usually it's one of us, and the other guy will just kind of pick up the whole show, but... I'm feeling it today, too. I don't know why.
I have no reason. There's no real reason for it. There were a couple little things that just like ticked me off this morning, but I probably just wouldn't even have mentioned them or, you know, like the TVs and things being set up and the internet and things like that. But there's just something fucking annoying the shit out of me today, and I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I think
I need a fucking drink.
No. Oh, maybe you do know what it is.
Now exactly. We know. It was one of those rare nights you didn't drink, and
maybe
you're
that's it. I'm feeling like I've got the DTs.
Yeah. All these goddamn bugs and roaches on the table. I can't take it.
It's getting in my ears and hair. I gotta.
I'll say this much. I just want the company to do something for us. That sounds stupid, but like XM, there was things going on all the time. There was an acknowledgement that we were like really doing well for the company.
Yeah,
and it's like here, like we had to set up our own studio today.
We're silver medalists here.
Silver.
That's all it means. Yeah, we're silver medalists. That's pretty much it. You don't get the big endorsements. That's just the way it is. You know, that's all it is.
It's frustrating.
But that isn't even what's got me in.
Is this a bad time to introduce my new character?
No, don't do it, Jimmy.
Who's that?
Please.
Guy who eats yogurt loud.
All right, that's actually a good character.
It's not sharing. Something set you off.
No, it's just
not a good stretch.
General malaise.
Nah, something's got you going. What's up?
Just not motivated.
Huh?
Just not motivated. I was just telling Danny, like, I haven't done a live from the compound show in months.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. I'm just not motivated.
What's wrong with
I think it's probably fucking winter. Like, winter fucks me up. I don't like it.
Oh, you're one of those guys?
Yeah.
My brother's one of those guys.
I have, like, seasonal fucking depression or something.
Is that real shit? Because my brother's been suffering from that for, I don't know. I don't even know if it's real or not.
It's not like, you know, like
but it does bring you down?
But it just, not so much brings me down. I'm just like, enough. I like the sun. I like heat. I like a pool being opened. I don't like having a fucking, I guess, shack wacky.
See, the problem is, I mean, we're talking to the whole country right now, so maybe they don't understand this, but yeah, when you live in an area where you have a long winter, and winters are worse than what we get here in New York.
Yeah.
But I think by the end of the winter, you're pretty much have this enough already. You want a new surrounding. You want like warm air. You want to, like, you're wearing your dumb winter coat still. You want to throw that in the closet and be done with it and move on to a new season.
For months, I don't even want to look at my stupid coat, and we're getting close. Like we do the clock thing this weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
We spring ahead.
Yeah.
We're springing ahead Saturday.
That's huge.
That's good because then it stays lighter out later and shit like that. But
Later.
But you suffer from that winter shit.
it's not really like it's not constant. But there are just some days like this, where I'm just kind of like, because I got nothing nothing really to look forward to.
You're in a rut.
Yeah, it's a rut. I know I'll go home, take my stupid nap, get up, and I'll go out. And the way it's been warm lately, so I have been, going out. I actually went outside the other day. It's amazing.
Well, you better pep up because there's going to be some horrendous rain starting tonight
just
for the next 3 days.
That's just it.
Every weather guy is saying 100% chance of rain.
Yeah.
They're saying 100%.
It's going to be a miserable weekend.
Yeah, so you better pep up.
Which sucks.
You know what sucks is when you fall into the exact same routine day in and day out.
Yeah.
You got to fuck that shit up somehow.
I fucked it up the other night. I went right to the fucking strip club.
You went to a strip club?
Oh, yeah. I was driving back from Suffolk County, and
what were you doing in Suffolk County?
I was like, family. Just, visiting.
Went family to strip club?
Visiting with the family. And then I'm driving.
That's the first thought I have after leaving my family. I need to go to a strip club.
You know why? Because it was about 6:00 p.m. of the p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm driving, and I see the last exit that the strip club is convenient off of, the carousel.
Yeah.
I think it was like Route 110. Like, once you get past 110, it's like, I ain't going around Swamp and then 135. I'm not going to do it. So I'm like there, and I was in the Mustang. So I'm like, yeah. And at the last second, I pulled a Starsky and Hutch off the I'm thinking it's like home strip club, and then all kinds of things through my head like I'll get home. What am I going to do? Sit on the couch? I'll watch 10 more fucking murder shows, or How It's Made, or Modern Marvels, or whatever. And I just fucking
nice.
That was me. I go off the expressway and tits.
You know what? This is way better than the first hour of this stupid show today. Let's all be honest. That first hour sucked donkey dick. This is what we should have started the show with. It wasn't fine. We were struggling.
We're just miserable.
I said Corey Feldman is hurting about 100 times trying to start a bit that no one paid attention to.
Well, we got the news out.
So
yeah, I decided.
But why do you go to a strip club after the family function? Just because you were bored?
Yeah, I was like bored shitless.
You know what? I've had the urge to go into that place.
I'm just not going to fucking just sit at home. It's like, okay, fuck. So,
are the broads all right in there?
Yeah, you know something? It's hit or miss sometimes, but for the most part, I dig the Long Island strip clubs, man. I really like them better than going to some of the more upper crusty places where you really get nothing. There's
they'll pinch your helmet in some of these clubs. On Long Island.
Yeah, you know something? There's some clubs that they just take your fucking money. The lap dance is one of these. Keep your hands by your side. Like, they read your ground rules like you're going on a fucking amusement park ride. Pull the bar down. Don't touch. Keep your hands and feet away. Fucking take off your hat. Leave your camera out.
Yeah.
But, some of these Long Island places, a girl will come over. She'll sit down next to you, right? You fucking... You tip a little bit, you throw around a little green. Mm-hmm. You're fucking, you end up doing all right.
Next thing you know, you're finger popping her.
Like, well, I'm not saying you're going that far, but you'll get like a lap dance.
Next thing you know,
right at the bar.
Next thing you know, you're smelling a little duty on your fingers on the way home.
Nothing wrong with that, right? Right, Jim?
I like a little duty on my fingers, some on the tip of my nose. I want to look like a kid who fell face first into the pudding.
You're able to kind of sit there and some dancer comes over and sits on your lap and just grinds away on your cock. It's fucking nice. You watch the other girls just dance and they come up, you toss them a buck.
Are they natural? Or they got the big
natural
stretched out implants.
Natural girls. There were a couple, but they're just Long Island fucking chicks that need some quick money for whatever purposes, and they're up there shaking their shit. Got some nice asses, some nice titties.
Any wobbly implants?
Yeah, there were a couple.
Where the nip is kind of whoops.
There were a couple
Off to the side or something.
Yeah. They had a lot of girls there though. Like they're constantly coming in the door. You're like, that makes it hard to leave. You go, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, new meat just walked in the door. I want to see that.
She comes walking in with that big pink bag.
Yeah, she got that
with all her
bag.
tricks with all her tricks inside. I got to stick around and see what this is about.
Or 10 feet tall heels and stockings and fucking G-strings. You just know it's a calamity back where the fucking change and shit.
Goldfish shoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck, where do you get those?
Great. Fucking great. But I did decide, and then I'm there at the strip club. And then I leave there and go home and just fucking, what are you going to do? Bah.
Well, spring is almost here.
That's exactly it.
You're one of those guys that you need to move somewhere where it's warm all the time, I'm thinking.
Maybe once I retire.
I'm thinking.
I'll move to Florida or something. Or
why Florida sucks?
Yeah, Ratso. What's fucking out with you?
I know we're
Take a
talking
bus with John Voight.
I know we're talking to a lot of people in Florida, but
there's a good one, Jim.
If you're landlocked, Florida sucks. I've been down. My sister's been living there for 20 some odd years. I've explored.
What
Florida.
about a nice fucking part where there's beaches?
I said if you're landlocked.
I wouldn't move there.
At least if you're close to a beach. Yeah, of course you got all that beach stuff.
I would move to his shithole. Live in the Panhandle.
I look at my sister. I'm like, look, you've been down here 20 some odd years. Fucking move to your beach. It's Florida.
Beach. No, I would definitely want to be near the water.
Why do I get to visit you every year and I can't go to a beach because you're landlocked?
It's such a quick flight. You could be in the Bahamas in like no time. Mm-hmm. Maybe Cuba.
I thought you were more of a, where the fuck? Colorado? Where the fuck?
Berlin.
I fucking hate Colorado.
You were looking, what the hell? Help me out.
But like Arizona?
Nah, there was
California?
Somewhere out west you kind of liked for a little bit. You said, man, what I could get for my money out there.
Oh, yeah, but
Was it Colorado?
Yeah, I wasn't looking ever to move to Colorado.
And don't even say you sacrifice family. Are we really sacrificing family?
I was visiting Colorado and looked through the paper one day and saw home prices. It was like, Jesus Christ, what I could fucking get out here. Mm-hmm. Or, West Coast would kind of be cool, but I lived in Southern California and I'd probably just be miserable because the winters out there are nothing but torrential downpours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think fuck winter.
You're bored.
I am. And I see people saying, exercise, get your trainer, things like that. I am. I have a doctor's appointment to get a full, complete fucking checkup. And then I get into my program.
Wait, you've had the trainer? I'm not keeping track anymore because I gave up on you.
I didn't have the trainer. I met with the trainer and
3 weeks
squared
ago?
away the business portion of it.
3 or 4 weeks ago,
There's
I think.
There's business dealings.
I think it's been 3 weeks.
It was. But I have a doctor's appointment.
You know how you walk from the car to here? At the very least, you could be doing more of that.
Yeah, I could, but who the fuck wants to walk outside? It's freezing fucking cold.
Walk your stairs. Your house is huge.
I do all the time. I meander around my house. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. I do. I'm not going to fucking walk.
What about your gym? You used to like going to that gym.
I'm waiting.
You made some pals at that gym. I remember
they
came to
for
the virus
a clean
show.
bill of health.
Oh.
I guess plenty of exercise because you have to go down the stairs to get a beer and then back upstairs.
But he's bored
drink
with
it,
all
go
that.
down the stairs, back upstairs.
And then you pull in the tap handles. That's your upper body
Danny, shut
workout.
up. We're getting to him. I think he's bored.
Anthony, did you have
he's bored with all that.
Did you have an incident at the gym in the spa? Perhaps.
I was nude in the shower and someone tapped my chest
You're
and
thrown
called me
out?
a mo.
You're just bored, man.
That's what it is. It's a cabin fever.
When's the doctor thing? Soon?
The fucking 18th. Yeah. So that's coming up.
And then
Once I get the clean bill of health, I'm not going to go into, it's not like I'm fucking 18 years old just deciding I'm going to run into a gym and start doing things.
You're lying. You are fucking 18 years old.
Oh, wait a minute. You're right.
Whoa!
A fucking 18-year-old. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
I meant it's not like I am 18 years old.
I think I could summarize this.
It's very hard. You can't, with peace of mind, just run into a workout program. I'd rather, make sure everything is in good working order, and then I'll absolutely start the workout program, but
That's
Opie threw
Gregorio, I can't talk.
Opie threw a CD and hit a button on the board.
What the?
I think we're still on.
Are we on?
Yeah, I think we're on, but the headphones
Are you
aren't.
sure?
Yeah, or something.
I don't even know what I
God. Oh,
Is it
my
a mute?
God.
Hello?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's
You
good.
hit something.
Gregorio!
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, we on the air?
I can't believe you throw CDs on the buttons. You'd be great at a nuclear facility or a missile launch facility.
I need to know if we're still on the air. I'm not wasting anything
I don't know either.
for you and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the people with my stuff.
Talk to the peeps. It looked like it was somewhere down here.
Do we even know if we're still on the air?
I don't know. Is it a headphone? A Q thing? A headphone thing?
Wow.
I don't hear anything in the receiver.
Oh, are we off the air? Oh, no. It's a simple button push. See, this is what happens. We're probably not even on the air. No idea what you did. Would you just cut off the air? Oh, we are on the air? Travis is saying we're on.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, how do you know?
Travis said we are.
Yeah, but Kenny says we're not.
Kenny says, I didn't hear anything in the receiver.
Oh, but he doesn't have a radio? Yes. He just has like a receiver thing?
What does he have?
I don't know. I think he has something that's connected to the studio and not
dry
like
hair.
the radio world. What
I
the
don't know.
fuck?
It's got to be a headphone issue.
Wow, this is a weird day. It really is a weird day. I throw CDs on the board all the time. It never knocks us off the air. We're on the air?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Just, I don't know what you
we just
pressed.
can't hear us, which is fine by me.
fuck?
Am I on the air?
Yeah, Jimmy's on.
Yeah.
No, you're not on, Jimmy. You're the
want-
only one that's not on.
Why, Opie?
I don't know why you're not on.
I like being on the radio.
You're really not, though, so.
He's on.
Hello?
Please.
Anything now?
No.
Oh, that's better.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, man.
We got some help. We
I kind of went like this, and I threw something, and then it hit something
hit
over there.
a button or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
We got help now.
Now we got help, and he's looking at the buttons. Oh, now we got two helps.
Oh, my God. I feel
We
like
got
I'm
two
8 years old
helpers
again.
Opie threw it.
Wow.
Something, I went like
hit
this.
something around
Over here.
So Corey Haim and Nosferatu have come in to fix it.
I think
Oh, yeah,
we're on the
apparently
air.
we're still on the air.
Which is usually just
Now Danny's in here.
anything else in queue on the board.
Got a lot of hands in the soup.
Uh-oh.
I heard
That
something.
sounded good,
I
but
heard
no.
something for a second. What happened? Is this a catastrophe?
I hear
we're on,
now.
we're
I
on.
hear.
Now I
Good.
hear us.
All right.
That was it. What was it?
What was it? For
Basically, you muted them, pushed the mono button, and put them out of phase all at the same time.
Wow! With one
All right,
disc,
let me
one
try to-
throw of the disc.
let me
Don't
try to do that again.
Do it again. No.
See, but I'm just proving to you. Look, there's
Don't
gremlins
do it.
today.
A corner must have
There's
hit perfectly.
gremlins. Look, 3 times I
Yeah.
tried to do exactly what I. Look,
Uh-oh,
it's not going
something
to ever
pushed.
happen. Oh, wait, okay. All right, thank God they didn't hear that bullshit. That last 3 or 4 minutes of crap.
No, I think they did get that.
No, they didn't.
I
Dr.
think that
Steve
was going
texted, you're on the air.
Yeah.
I don't believe shit. He
Run
has.
it.
We were aware. Yeah,
Huh?
it was just you were just out of your own headphones.
All right, well,
Yeah, we're on the air.
I think you're expressing something that a lot of people are feeling that live in these wintry areas. Enough of fucking winter. We want to move on to the next season. Simple as that.
Like, and the whole thing with taking walks in the winter. Don't even fucking get me out of the house. I can't be walking down the street like, oh, I'll go for a walk. No.
Why don't you
I hate even the walk from here to the garage when that wind is hitting me in the fucking face, and I don't care how much coats and jackets I have on, I'm still fucking cold, and I hate it. I hate it. When you could just throw a t-shirt on and walk outside and it's warm, it's fucking great. Fucking drive the car around with the windows rolled down.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you become a mall walker?
I'd rather be a mall walker in Day of the Dead.
I love the mall
Or Dawn.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I realized right when I said it.
I love the mall walkers.
Yeah.
They're terrific.
But it's not the winter. That's part of it, but that's not the whole key. The old
No?
expression, wherever I went, there I was. You're
Yeah.
bored. You're a smart guy, and you're not being challenged.
But it's not a constant thing. It's just like, right now, yeah. Right now, yes, I am. I'm bored. But,
It's vacation
tomorrow, 3 days, the weekend, whatever, then everything's fucking, cool. It's not like this is something that's been a haul on my life for fucking since November. But it's just occasionally it hits me and I go like, fuck, just bored.
I say we take tomorrow
And
off.
people are like, oh, poor Anthony. I know. I deserve it. Shut up.
I say we take tomorrow off.
You want to take tomorrow off?
Look at everyone going.
You want to do a 3-day weekend?
Everyone else takes days off. When are we going to take fucking
Let's
days
do
off?
3-day weekend.
3-day weekend.
I like 3-day weekend.
I love 3-day weekend.
Well, if you guys want to take off,
I love 3-day weekend.
you can if you want to.
You're not gonna?
I'll be in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, Jim's not even going to be here tomorrow. All right.
And maybe it's the dice is coming in.
No. Why?
I'm kidding.
We used to have a lot of
I
fun
love the
with him.
dice. Oh, now, see, I'm fine now.
Why?
My salad's here.
All he needs.
And it's being brought by a little twink.
You're still not gay, right?
You're still completely straight,
you're
right?
Still good.
Completely.
Completely.
Isn't there a fucking, like, Prince Spiner thing about him?
Yeah, you know what? There is a little Brett Spiner. Yeah, he's
Brett
got a
Spiner.
little bit of data from the Next Generation,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's got a little bit of Jared Leto from Fight Club or something.
Yeah, you throw both of them together and fuck him in the ass, and you have you.
Yeah, we should really dress him up like Data. We should get him like that mustard-colored fucking
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
Generation spandex suit.
Yeah, you're kind of... Yeah, anyone ever tell you that? No? Yeah.
Who's date? I don't know who date is.
Oh, my God. Okay. Jesus Christ. We were talking about this yesterday, but it was about chicks who don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you talk about shit that's like older than 10 years old. It's from the Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation. You have no idea what that is?
Oh, that guy.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't watch that show. I just figured out what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Reading Rainbow guy.
Huh?
The
The
reading.
reading rainbow guy?
Yeah, on Star Trek.
You'd know something about rainbows,
The
wouldn't
guy
you?
with the.
And you want to acknowledge that people are saying you're going through a midlife crisis.
I've been going through that forever. I didn't want to turn 13. I swear. I wanted to stay 12. I didn't want to be a teen at the end of my age.
Now he's going through a midlife crisis?
Yeah, now?
After he bought a supercar and a castle.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Maybe it finally hit him. I don't know. Let's go to Nate in Virginia.
Can't have enough
Nate.
girls in the pool. I'm fucking... Exactly.
Yeah.
Nate.
When's my piercing and tattoo coming?
I know. Anthony's just running around yelling, T-E-E.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to come in with like a gold hoop earring. That's going to be awesome.
Nate.
Morning, boys.
Hi, Nate.
Can you
What's
hear us?
happening?
You can hear us, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
All right. Wasn't sure if there was another problem. Go ahead,
A
Nate.
birthday for Jimmy.
Hey, I wanted to talk about the strippers, the way that they roll in Korea.
Yeah?
I was over there in the military. When you walk into the bars, there's like a hierarchy of how much they cost. When you walk in, they all start running up saying, "You buy me juice, you buy me juice." And what that means is you pay them, if it's a Korean chick, it's $5, and if it's a Russian, it can be up to 20. And they get this little juice that they drink for 15 minutes. It's pineapple juice or some shit. And they'll sit with you, and they'll jack you off, or they'll do whatever. And they'll get you all going, and then when that 15 minutes is up and they're done with their juice, they're like, okay. And they just put their hands on their lap and go, "You buy me another juice."
Oh, okay.
So
That's
you
how it
rent
works.
these chicks.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
15
all right.
minutes.
Well, that's pretty much what you're doing at the strip clubs. Like when if a girl sits down next to you at the bar at like a Long Island strip club somewhere, you go, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And then they'll hang out. They'll hang out with you, and you're kind of, and then for as long as you're there, she's kind of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And like, if another dancer comes, like if the dancer's going up on stage and another dancer comes over and sits in her seat, they get like mad. And they kind of give them a look like, you know, "Hey, move on. This is my fucking meal ticket for the night."
Well, the funniest part is you get new dudes over there, and they do what they call bar fine. Is you go talk to Mama San, and you say, "All right, Mama San, she's going to make you $200 tonight," and you pay her $200, and the guy's like, "All right, great, I get to take her out." No, all you did was get her off work. So I've seen dudes lay down $200, and she's like, "Okay, see ya."
And she just she can leave now.
Yeah,
You just
she can
paid
leave.
for her
That's all it
fucking
is.
slavery release. Great.
Yeah. So it's like, guys, you got to cut side deals with her, and then go to Mama
Well,
San.
that doesn't sound fun. I'll stick to American strip clubs or
Yeah.
Canadian. As
All
long
right,
as they're
boys,
not
watch out.
just full of Asians.
All right,
because
sir. Thank you.
I would like to see some,
Yeah.
American-looking girls.
Nothing wrong with looking at an Asian ant.
No, I mean occasionally that's fine and everything, but
don't wanna talk to
when I
them,
went to
but they're
a
good to
Canadian
look at.
strip club, it was false advertising. The signs out front, like they had pictures on them, and they were just beautiful, like Canadian and American looking girls, you know. And then I went in there, and I thought I was in fucking Saigon. It was nothing but Vietnamese girls or something.
I went to
It pissed me off.
I went to a strip club right over the border when I was living in Buffalo, another Canadian joint, and like you said, it's a lot of Asian strippers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember the program director of the radio station I was working at. We brought him out for something I don't even know anymore, and he had glasses on, and the stripper put the glasses like sort of on her pussy, thought it would be
great.
sexy, or whatever.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then put the freaking glasses back on his head, and they were all like smeared.
Oh, God damn.
I never forgot that image.
Why would she do that?
It was just all like smeared, like I don't know, like for all the glasswares out there. Maybe you eat a lot of potato chips and then you got to adjust your glasses.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get those like fucking like greasy kind of
You don't want
prints
that.
on your. It was what are you?
Then
doing?
another false advertising thing that was going on is the bar has signs, of course, totally nude, all nude, totally nude. You go in. And you're seeing like maybe a hot girl get up there and she just takes her top off, dances with her bottom on. You don't see anything. And like 3 girls will do that in a row. And then some fucking disaster gets up there and she gets totally nude right at the end of her dance. Like the end of the last song.
Right.
She takes her fucking panties off, her G-string, and that's totally nude. And then all the rest of the girls are just topless.
Oh really?
It's like, that fucking sucks.
You want them all totally nude?
If I see a sign out front that has American-looking girls and says totally nude, that's what I want. Don't fuck me over. I'm already paying too much for your beer.
Let's take a break. Your salad is there, Ant.
Salad. Eat my salad.
Ant's herding today.
Nah, I'm just
Ant's herding. Corey Feldman is herding.
being a funk.
And then someone wrote Marty Feldman is herding.
Everybody
There's a lot of
is
herding
allowed
going on. Of course.
Their day.
It just sucks when it lines up because I was in a funk too, and I was like, I'm in a funk. I actually was walking down the hall going, you know what? I don't feel like doing this today. It happens.
See, I'll never feel like I don't want to do the show. That's like
come
that's not
on.
part of no, not never. I mean,
Come on. I mean-
obviously there's days.
I mean, look,
but that's called a hangover.
and I'll be the first to acknowledge we have fucking great gigs.
Oh, yeah.
But even great gigs, you just have that day where you're like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this today.
But if I'm in a funk, it doesn't mean I don't want to do the show. Like, I don't mind being here today. This is fine. You know,
I guarantee that Tiger Woods had a day where he said, you know what? I don't want to fuck it.
I don't wanna golf.
I don't want to fuck another floozy today.
I don't feel like golfing.
Yeah, I-
Oh, fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you it even hit him.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I don't want to fuck
Yeah.
this dope today.
And then people have their normal suggestions. You should get a cat, get a dog, fuck that. Turn into a fucking hoarder and just live amongst shit.
I think you need to throw a party is what you need to do.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't think I've had a party in a while.
Why?
What's the last party I had?
Oh, shit.
And Danny fucked that party up by not being there.
Lydia.
No one knew how to do anything. Oh,
Hold on,
Christ
hold on.
on a pony. Here
Lydia?
we go.
Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Hold on. I got to start. Lydia,
Yes.
this is going to surprise you. I want to, and I was going to call you personally, but then I got lazy. I got your number and everything. I can even prove it. I can give out your phone number on the air if you like.
Thanks, so.
I reached out for your number because I wanted to apologize to you.
Oh.
Because I do believe I was a bit too harsh the last time you called the show. I think I said some awful things
Did
to
you?
you. Yeah.
What if you sometimes do that, Opie?
Hey, I'm apologizing. Let's you know, but let's relax a little bit. One time I thought I went too far.
Well, thank you very
One
much.
time. I don't do it all the time. The rest of the times I thought it was completely acceptable what I said. But the last
I
time
understand.
I felt like I might have went too far. So I want to apologize to
The
that.
one incident only.
Only the one, the last time you called. And by the way, thanks for the pears and the apples. She gave me a little baby gift. There was other cool stuff in there, but it was pears and apples
That's
mostly.
very nice.
And some of those truffles.
I'm sorry
Truffles?
it was disappointing.
No, I said it was nice.
Okay, I'm glad.
The
you
salmon
like
looked like, it could feed a cat. I mean, the smell coming from the salmon.
Oh,
Next
God.
time, don't mail salmon in the mail. But besides that, it was a lovely gift. And I apologize because I think I might have went a little too far with your last phone call. And that's it. Now talk about Anthony.
Okay. Well, thank you, Opie. Anthony, I thought maybe you're suffering from seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, put anything and a disorder behind it. It's got to be a disorder. Great.
And might benefit from light therapy. What people do is people who suffer from seasonal affective disorder find that in the winter months when there is less direct sunlight, that it really affects their mood more so than it does the rest of us. And there is something called light therapy. It's very expensive, but after
Light
all,
therapy.
All right, Lydia,
You psychobabble
I'm back in now.
fucking shit.
You expect Anthony to do light therapy?
Hey, guys.
Have you been listening to the show?
Let me tell you about my light therapy session I had yesterday. It was fantastic.
Can you please do it just so you have
Light
a story?
therapy.
So you have a story for the show?
No.
All right, what does light therapy entail? I want to walk us through this, and I want to see if this is something Anthony would do.
It's perfect for Anthony because you don't need a therapist. You don't need to talk about your feelings. You don't need to have anyone else in the room.
What is it?
Are you trying to say Anthony doesn't like talking about his feelings?
I don't.
Yeah, I am trying to say that.
All right, what's this light therapy?
You get a big screen that gives off UV light, not the tanning kind, but the kind of light that comes from sunlight with the tanning rays taken out. And people report that if they sit in front of it naked for 20 minutes a day, they have incredibly improved mood.
Is he going to burn his wiener?
Yeah, what about my wiener?
I hope not. That would be awful.
Look at you. You're a dirty girl. You want Anthony all naked in front of a
That
fucking
is
light?
in front of a light. That's what I need to do. Yeah, that's what I need.
Lydia's a dirty girl.
That is psychobabble. There is nothing light therapy. Isn't that called a tanning booth?
Well, people do find tanning improves their mood, but this is about the light, not the tanning rays.
Oh, seasonal affect disorder, and the acronym is SAD. Oh, I get it now.
I'm disappointed in you, Lydia. I would expect you to suggest real therapy, not some. Anthony's finally vulnerable, and you're suggesting that he's sitting in front of a lamp?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lydia. We
Come
almost
on.
had him. we almost had him where we need him to be.
I'll see. Homeless Jim is bringing up the fact that tax time is coming up too. That could be it.
Oh, boy.
That's my seasonal fucking.
But you
my
don't have
sad.
to. I don't think you have to pay your ex anymore, so you should be a little happier.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I don't think you'll ever have Anthony right where you want him to be for therapy. I'm trying to come around the other way, Jimmy.
Well, from behind. Great.
Well, I know that's your favorite way in, Aunt, but definitely not mine.
Well, why can't he do light therapy in, I don't know, Florida?
Oh, you mean just go to Florida? Well, it's hard to do that every day when you have a radio show to do.
But
This is true.
But most people just need a nice dose of sunlight, and it takes care of a lot of this bullshit.
Absolutely, and that's what the light therapy is about.
Yeah,
Working out in your
vacation.
new gym with your trainer might help also.
All right, hold on. Bill in Buffalo knows something about light therapy. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Anthony, I thought you were already on light therapy. Isn't that Bud Light?
Bud Light. Yeah. Okay, that is light therapy.
All right, well, we got a guy that's actually doing the light therapy. Jay in
really?
Queens. Jay.
Hello, boys.
Hello,
Hello.
Jay.
Good morning, crying faggot.
Hi.
I have a cousin who was diagnosed with
Hello?
dementia. I thought it was bullshit.
Oh,
He's done that
Shut up.
November. I gotta tell you, I've seen a.
Did you get someone there?
I don't know.
I can't even.
Whatever.
All right, listen.
I can't even.
Listen. We have, and I'm not blaming our staff, believe me. We have a million fucking guys that work for this radio show. We have. I know what you're doing, but the point being, Steve Blatter, Gary, Rob, if you work for this channel, it wouldn't kill you to come in early every once in a while and see what the fuck's going on a day-to-day basis here. Mars is out today, and the studio is a complete disaster. So we need something put in place where the studio's set up correctly if Mars isn't here.
Put a fucking spy cam in here. I would love to know if people just come in and fucking press buttons.
Yeah,
for no apparent
I'm setting
reason.
up a nanny cam.
Yeah.
I'm setting up a nanny cam.
Little stuffed bear with a camera in it.
Oh yeah, Lydia.
Yes.
I would love to blame you, but a couple buttons weren't pushed, so you couldn't hear the other caller that was talking about light therapy. That would be be problem number 5.
As you were
this morning.
trotting upon his conversation with, hello, is he there?
Yeah. Holy shit. What the fuck runs this joint?
I don't.
Mars leaves and there's no, backup plan. Well, Mars looks like a fucking superstar today.
He really does. Or he looks like a motherfucker for not being here.
Well, yeah. I mean, people get sick and have to take their days, so it's obvious if Mars isn't here, the whole place falls apart. Where were we? Yes, Lydia.
I wanted to ask Anthony if he's made any progress with the trainer in the gym, because that can also help him.
Make some progress. Have you made progress? I was just talking about that.
You know what? I want to take back my apology. You really are annoying.
Oh, my God.
Just how you say things.
I said I got a doctor's appointment to get a full physical before I start an exercise regimen.
You're still waiting for that doctor's appointment, Anthony?
I'm still what? What are you saying, you fucking bitch? What?
Appointment?
Concept what? What are you saying?
Lydia,
I have an appointment. I have a genuine appointment.
Yeah, he's still waiting.
I'm not sitting there fucking waiting to make an appointment. It's an appointment. You can't just walk in and go, hi, Doc Baker. Little fucking Laura is sick.
He's still waiting.
Can you come to the Saudi?
He's still waiting because he doesn't have a time machine.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Still waiting. You're overcritical. You're a horrible shrink. Horrible fucking shrink. You're terrible. Jesus Christ. Some bedside manner you got.
Lydia, get into it then a little bit. What do you really want to ask him? Stop beating around the bush.
Bush.
Hey, what do I really want to ask Anthony?
Yeah.
I really want to ask him why he won't allow anyone into his life in an intimate and real way.
Because I have. I've let people into my life in an intimate way.
When was the last time?
I've been in long-term relationships.
And
they end. That's how it works.
Do you get paid the big bucks for saying "and"?
Is this an
and dot
question? And how does that make you feel? Why don't you tell me about it?
Yes, I do.
How about you tell me something, man? You went to school for this shit. I didn't.
Well, have you? Do you let people in? I do. There are some things I'm not comfortable with. Why should I then be uncomfortable just because that's something that some shrink says I should do? What if there's something I just plain and simply, being myself, being an individual, am not comfortable talking about?
Then it's up to your therapist to make a space that's safe for you.
What do you mean space that's safe? What if I'm just not comfortable? What if it's like I don't like fucking Brussels sprouts? I'm an individual. Some people love them. I don't.
Anthony.
What if I don't like certain uncomfortable feelings of talking about certain
You're not
shit?
listening. We have to make a safe space for you.
A safe space. She's using all the psychobabble catchphrases.
What do you need in your safe space? What do you need? What do you need?
I need a dolly to point at is where I was touched. I need something to wipe the spaghetti off the wall finally.
Man, Lydia, if you were sitting across from me, I would have never went back for that second visit.
Really?
And I'm up to about, I would say about 20 now.
Well, maybe you're uncomfortable with attractive therapists, Opie.
What?
Oh, see, now she's kind of goofing on me.
Uncomfortable with attractive therapists.
My therapist is attractive older woman.
I'm happy for her.
A MILF?
It moved a little bit while I was talking to her one day.
Oh.
Just a little. Just to tell me it's alive.
She wasn't blowing you at the time. It just moved. Got a little twitch, that's it.
So, Lydia, Anthony needs a safe space.
And I need a safe space.
What does that mean?
What's a safe space? Yeah, Spock, explain. a safe space.
A therapist's job is to create an environment in which their patient can talk about anything, even the things that make you uncomfortable, because then you are able to engage in a relationship with someone who you really truly trust with your discomfort.
Oh, yeah?
And that is a healing experience and allows you to move forward and start to apply those things you've learned in the relationship with your therapist, relationships with real people in the outside world.
What? Holy shit, I was just in a safe place. It was called sleep. Jesus.
I would love to do therapy on you, Anthony, with you.
Would you? Yeah, I like to do therapy on you, too. I'll tit therapy you. Give you fucking cum therapy all over those giant tits. You want a little cum therapy?
It would be interesting to talk with you about why it always has to come down
Can I take my apology back? I really feel uncomfortable that I showed that part of myself today.
Yeah.
You can take that apology.
All right,
back,
good. I take it back. I really don't like you.
Okay, I can
I
take
really don't like you.
And I'm mailing you some fucking fish in the mail soon too.
How did she
give me
get
your
to be
address so you can have a piece of fish in the mail when you come home?
How is she our proxy shrink? How did she end up that? You know, we don't even have like a good one.
Our fucking proxy doctor makes shitty wine.
That's true. You're right.
Is par for the course.
Our proxy doctor.
Some people think Harry and David is a classy gift. Oh.
Dr. Steve should take that wine and sell it in a wagon as an elixir. Go from fucking shitty ghost town to ghost town selling it.
Say.
Yeah, exactly. This elixir will cure all your ills.
When the baby's born, I'll send the alcohol. But prior to that, I was trying to take care of Mommy, too.
Very good.
It was,
All right, guys.
it was nice. What can I
Step right
tell
up.
you? It was what, Harry and David? That's a nice fucking gift.
Listen, Anthony, anytime you're ready to create a safe space.
Safe space?
All right, so what happens? All right, now Ant's in this safe space. I'm not ready to give up on this. So now he's in this weird safe space. Then what happens?
The creation of the safe space is the work of therapy. If Anthony can allow a therapist to help him create a safe space where he can talk about the things that are hard for him to talk about, then he's starting to heal, and he's ready to allow someone else in at that level.
But Lydia, when you say safe space, you lose everybody, because that's too new agey and too like California. It's just, you got to find somebody who's trustworthy, whose opinion you respect, and you sit there, you talk to them for a while, and they kind of help you get at the shit, which is really making life uncomfortable, or they help dig up the stuff that kind of secretly makes life difficult.
But isn't there like privacy? Like, isn't there such thing as privacy where I have things that are just private? Family stuff, just things, personal life that I don't want to talk to anybody about?
Well, you could. Oh, you asking her? I'm answering.
None of that would be off limits, Anthony.
None of that would be off limits.
No.
Why?
Well, because
Why?
Because they're supposed to keep their mouths shut.
No, I don't care if they talk. I'm not.
Although some of
worried
these
about
Hollywood fucking
anyone's
shrinks
going to talk or anything. It's like, but what is that going to do? What does that do for anybody?
Well, I'll tell you what it does for me. Openly talking about all the bullshit I had to deal with growing up has actually made me feel like, oh, okay, like I let off a lot of anger and a lot of pressure.
I do that at the range.
Well, that helps too.
There's an old expression: "We're only as sick as our secrets." Very old expression. And it's like, you're a guy who talks about everything. Like, you're a guy who can be funny about anything. So if there's something you're uncomfortable talking about, maybe there's a reason. Not for public knowledge, but why not one of them? What's so private that you can't tell one other person?
Believe me, there's no specifics.
Right.
But it's just like my personal life, not shit I talk about on the air, but like real shit that's like going on. You know, things like that. If somebody's having an issue, or if I'm having an argument with somebody.
bring to therapy?
Things like that. What?
It helps sometimes because I started to see patterns in my life and the way I react. Oh, yeah, this is the same shit I did with that person and the same shit I did with that person. The only common denominator is me. Oh. So it was making me unhappy. So it was just to my advantage to talk about it. It wasn't like somebody was digging it out of me, like, get to it. It was like, I didn't have to. My therapist doesn't really give a fuck. If I don't want to talk about it, that's my problem. But then I'll still just walk around with it and feel shitty.
Yeah. Then I went to couples therapy with my ex-girlfriend 2 years ago, and that was just a disaster.
Whoa, you never told us
It
that.
turned me off. No, I think I brought it up.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Why was it a disaster?
Because this fucking the woman therapist was
Took
just
her side.
Well, no, it kind of sometimes seemed like that, but I understood what she was trying to do.
Right.
But it was just like you reach a point where you realize, no, this is just over, and that's why it's over, and no matter what she's saying, and she didn't get it. Like, I'm sitting there, and I know the relationship and shit like that, and I'm trying to explain it to her and stuff, and she didn't fucking get it. Dummy.
Therapy is very hard to do, and a lot of times you have to go into it. I have done...
Blah, 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 blah.
It's not hard for the therapist because she just sits there and listens.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you how many times I go, hey, how about you say something?
Tells you what number to write in on the check
Right.
at the end of the whole fucking
I'm
thing.
like, how about it? I think it's your turn to talk.
Yeah.
I just did 55 minutes.
Yeah, you write me a fucking check. I've been doing all the material here.
Right. Right. I entertain her half the
I have to
time.
come up with material every fucking week for this shit.
Right. Right. It's like preparing for a goddamn radio show.
I walked through the door at some points and just went, I got nothing.
Right.
This sucks. I got nothing to tell you.
Yeah, well.
Good therapy is very hard to do, and just sitting there and letting people talk is not therapy. Your friend can do that for you. Good couples therapy is probably the hardest to do, because you're working with two people, sometimes with different agendas. Sometimes the best couples therapy ends in helping people leave each other in a nice way.
Oh, that's sweet.
It really is.
You know, you and Jill could have used couples therapy, Anthony. Maybe.
No, I don't think so. That was a 3-month roll in the hay. Shut up. It wasn't a relationship like that. You stop already.
He's over
Jill.
that.
We were fucking. That's what we were doing. That's it. Kind of couples therapy I need. Try to salvage something out of that. Just stop. I'm talking about a 9-year relationship I was in. And you're equating it to me getting a fucking piece of pussy for a summer. Piece of pussy.
And Anthony does have a safe space. His panic room.
It's my panic room and my fucking...
Yep.
My bed.
Your panic room's a whole nother issue, Anthony. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, because the shit just never happens. Right. You're right. There are never home invasions, especially in my county. Just never happens.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Play that audio of that 7-year-old screaming for his life.
Let's hear that one.
Yeah, he wanted soldiers.
Yeah, you tell me that when some fucking savage has his giant cock between your tits as your husband watches. Yeah, then you tell me about a panic room or protection. Go ahead.
Sometimes I think this is like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think people are just listening to lunatics, us three.
It's just sometimes and think.
Fucking mocking and laughing and just finding everything ridiculous. Just trying to make some real points, and we're just mocking her.
Oh,
Maybe
she's
she's
the girl I should have had therapy with.
Yeah, there you go. You should have fucking sat down with her.
Just on TV.
Yeah.
Maybe she's pointing out that there's a balance with everything. Like, you're right. Panic room makes sense. Being armed makes sense.
Yes.
But the fixation on it might go beyond what is just a guy being very cautious and safe and smart.
If it was a genuine fixation, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
But it is not. It looks like a fixation because everybody just looks at even the basics as me being crazy, and constantly going like people will come in the house and be like, oh, you're armed, or oh, there's a gun on your table next to your couch or something like that. It's like, yeah, because I can't run and get the fucking thing if something happens. So what's the big deal?
Again, smart people always have a hard time because smart people are good at rationalizing anything.
But that makes sense. If somebody fucking just ran up, slammed their foot into my door, and was all of a sudden in my house.
Sure.
Now, I know, I'm not saying this happens. I'm not saying this will ever happen. I'm not even saying this isn't 1,000,000 to 1 odds that it would ever happen.
Sure.
Of course it is. I understand that. But why not? You know, I buckle my seatbelt every time I drive my car, even if I'm going to the fucking corner store.
Statistics prove that's probably a better, more likely to
Well,
be.
statistics prove also that if you have a gun with you and someone is trying to kill you, you have a better chance of not being killed.
And it makes you sleep better at night, right?
Of course.
We talk about it from time to time. I had a home invader when I was living in Buffalo. I woke up to a black guy in a hoodie looking at me 2 inches from my fucking face.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, I wish I had a gun.
See, that would have been nice.
I don't know if I would have been able to get to it, but that was fucking scary, man.
Should have had your door locked.
But that was my own fault because I didn't lock the door.
Exactly.
So now it's Jimmy's point.
People
as well,
that have doors open and windows open.
But I'm not saying don't have a gun either. I'm not saying he's crazy to have guns or even to be have a panic room. I'm not saying that. But it's I think it's a little bit. It goes beyond that. My opinion. Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, I think it goes to needing to really. Being a little sweet Anthony and being very afraid of the big ugly world and needing a little place to go.
Well, the world is big and ugly.
I know, but
it is big and ugly. So sometimes
you should walk around your house armed, Anthony.
There's no reason. See, now that is so naive. There's no reason to be in my own home and be armed. You're saying?
Don't you have an alarm system?
Yeah. But it's not on all the time.
To the police station. It's not on all the time.
It's not on all the time. Sometimes I'm walking in and out of my fucking house, especially during the nice weather. I'm walking out to my backyard. I'm back inside. What am I going to fucking beep, beep, beep all day on a keypad? No, I'm protected.
In your backyard?
What?
You go out in your backyard strapped? Come on.
Oh, see, you're really funny. It's in the summer. I do a lot. I spend a lot of time out back. I got a beautiful pool you'll never see, bitch.
and you bring your gun.
No, I have one, and it's on me if I'm if I'm home. If I'm home, I have it. I don't swim with it, but if I have it, if I'm home, yeah, I have a gun with me. Why? Is that a problem?
That is excessive.
What?
Don't you see that as excessive?
No, I see that as something I would do just as I would buckle my seatbelt when I drive. Just as I would wear a helmet if I was on a motorcycle. Just as I would do anything else to protect myself in certain situations when I'm in my house. Yes, am I safe? Of course I am. But I could be safer by not having to worry that I might be accosted. You're talking like this never happens. Look at the news. Read the paper, dummy.
Why don't you wear a gas mask outside in case of chemical warfare?
Oh, she's got you there, Aunt.
All right. Where can I get one? You bring up a good point.
She's got you there.
Chemical warfare. Like, you don't think I made a kit, made a plan, just in case the house turns upside down, like that family? The fork goes flying, the father grabs the bag? What, is he paranoid?
So why do you hoard and save everything? I might need it. But you have newspapers from 1950s. Yes, but I may read them.
That's irrational.
You see, it's always smart people always good at
But that's irrational. What I'm doing is rational. It is something many people do. It is my right. It is my right. It is my constitutional right to do it.
It is. I just think the extent of it's a little more, and I agree with the safety part of it. I agree with having a gun. I think that's fine. Having a panic room, I think, makes sense.
You know something? When you live maybe on the 20th, 30th, 40th floor of a building with a doorman and security, perhaps that's something that seems a little silly. When you're out in suburbia in a neighborhood that statistically is prime for the pickings of being invaded, home invaders. It's relatively close to a major highway. It's in an upper echelon community. These are the types of houses that do get broken into. So why the fuck wouldn't I decide to protect myself in more of a way than just waiting for the police to show up because statistically the police are there to take the report and not to actually thwart the crime. The thwarting of crime is pretty rare. It happens, but pretty rare, especially in the case of home invasions. They're usually very successful in breaking into the house and getting in and horrifying, terrifying, and maybe even killing the family.
Are you falling apart?
There's nothing wrong with
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I think Lydia's being naive.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. You're just protecting yourself so much that you're keeping the world out. You're keeping the good things out, too. That's
I have so many good things.
So he's
come in.
obsessive with his protection there, right? Can you imagine the type of gun you could have that you could hide right in your bosom?
Oh, my God.
Man, you could have something nice.
Oh,
Musket.
Fucking Desert Eagle fit between those two giant tits.
That's titty fucker with a Desert Eagle.
I'm a little. I've taken this a little too far. Is what you think? The idea of protecting myself and my home, I've taken a little too far because I've gone through everything it takes in order to legally own a gun, and I'm exercising that. That is taking it a little too far.
No, I don't have any problem with you owning a gun.
Apparently you do. Apparently you have a problem with me being armed in my own home.
Apparently you have a problem with all of us on this show.
Apparently you have a problem with that. Oh, okay. So you be the person that maybe when, a FedEx guy or something comes to the door, or the water company man or something like that, you be the one that just flings the door open and gets raped horribly, and make sure they take video because I want to see it.
None of them come into the house, though. See, it's
Oh, they don't? What happens? What do? You talk through the door?
Outside. The water meter is outside.
You talk to the door? No one's ever knocked on your door and you've opened the door. Wow, I'm amazed.
No one who would have the possibility of harming me.
Oh, how do you know? How do you know? Do they have no possibility of harming you shirts on? Is that it? Is that it, Lydia?
Yeah, look at those commercials. I mean, that lovely woman had a nice date with that guy and said,
he was at the party. She was looking to hook up, and next thing his elbow's coming through the window.
Right. That's realistic, right?
Bad things happen, Lydia.
Yes, things do happen, Anthony, but you could walk around with a portable bomb shelter, encased in lead.
If I could.
You would.
Back in the 60s, I was a little kid, and of course I was petrified the Russians were coming with their bombs.
Right. I understand.
Little Anthony was so scared of the Ruskies. Oh, I was so scared of the Russians.
You're stuck as that little kid who's scared of everything. Jimmy is right. You work in the world today as if you are that little boy, Anthony, not grown up.
No, I don't. 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 Look, you're taking one thing I'm saying and seeing it as meaning another. If I say there's evil in the world and there's a crime and I want to make sure I'm protected, you have to interpret that as I'm shutting out the good things in the world. That isn't true at all. I have fun. I have a lot of people that I care about and that care about me. And, I have a lot of shaved pussy that comes in the house with nice breastises, things like that over the years. I mean, what's the problem? I have a nice gig. It's fun. Like, I'm not saying, oh, God, everything's miserable because the world is awful, but there's a segment of the world that is awful. And to think that me protecting myself against that is silly or obsessive, I think you're being naive. How do you like them apples?
You certainly have a right to your opinion. If you were in therapy with me, then I would ask why you came to therapy. But since you don't want to, that wouldn't be an effective question.
If I was in therapy with you, I would I'd be crazier. I'd be ill. I'd be ill.
Let's slow down a little bit, though. If Van's in therapy with you, would you unbutton a few buttons for him?
Yeah, would you give me something to look at, a focal point? I need a focal point. Show me a big, giant areolae.
Would
I want to see it.
Would you unbutton just a little bit?
See her areola.
Show a little cleavage and just a hint of the bra.
Anything?
If Aunt was in Mississippi with me, I think I'd have to wear a muumuu.
A little sexy.
See,
I'll fucking grab your head like Pesci grabbed fucking Sharon Stone's head on the couch.
You need a sponsor?
Yeah. Let me talk about my problems. I got a few problems here.
Listen, Anthony, if you ever change your mind, let me know. I really know some good people who you could trust yourself with.
Thank you, Clydia.
Uh-huh.
Is that it?
All right, guys.
Thank you for that session.
Goodbye.
Bill me.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Let's go to Steve. Steve.
Hello.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Anthony. Guys, I'm a therapist. I've been a therapist for close to 20 years. I'm also a card-carrying NRA member, and I walk around my house with my gun on in the summertime as well. Anthony, you're not crazy. Lydia is a hack, and I will debate her on the air with some of the things she said. She is out for her own issues, what concerns her, not what concerns you.
Right. This is right for me. Like certain people, I understand if you have kids, you got to be a lot more careful with things, and if you have a family, whatever. But for me, this is like the right thing for me. If I want to walk around my house armed, I feel like I'm protected if somebody wants to do me or bust into my house or something like that. And again, I know the odds 1,000,000 to 1. Don't have to worry.
Anthony, here's my offer to you. If you ever wanted to go into therapy, okay, I would give you 4 sessions, no charge. I would come to the station or to your house. I would make it as easy as possible. And if after 4 sessions you had no interest, no problem. I'd shake your hand, say it was great to meet you, and that would be it.
I don't want therapy.
No. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying the offer is there.
I don't want it.
Then there's no reason.
That's like calling up and being Anthony. I have a shit sandwich. Just take 4 bites. If you don't want the whole sandwich, I don't want it.
Then that's good. The whole thing that you learn in therapy school, which Lydia obviously has missed, okay, is that you start where the client's at. If the client doesn't want to be there, and nobody's saying the client needs to be there or should be there, then that's the way it is. Personally, I've listened to you on the air for a very long time. You seem to have a very rewarding life. You're a very accomplished guy. You've come from very humble beginnings.
Thank you, sir.
And who wouldn't want to swap with your life for at least a weekend?
Exactly.
Well, sir, don't judge your insides with Anthony's outsides.
Jimmy's got some great words of wisdom.
I love him.
He's got a lot of wisdom, Jimmy.
Jimmy's wisdom.
Jimmy's wisdom is very hard paid for.
All been,
oh, God.
No, it's all been free, that stuff.
Yeah.
All passed on to me by smarter men.
Rich Voss.
Guys, I'm going to punch out. Anthony, thumbs up, dude.
Thank you.
Thumbs up to Anthony.
Sir.
Chris on Long Island. Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Chris.
Speaking of Jimmy's wisdom, I guess I just was agreeing with his point, and I know Anthony's probably not going to like it, but I noticed in past shows, whenever Anthony talks about the negative parts of a home invasion, like sort of being alone in your house, helpless in your own home, that he kind of used some of the same exact language when he talked about maybe the spaghetti incident or some of the other bad things.
Really?
Of his childhood. It seemed that way. So
I don't think I'm equating a home invasion with my father throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Anthony, you ever feel helpless in the past and you wish you had a gun?
No.
And you're basically saying that you don't want that to ever happen to you
Let me
again?
tell you something. I've never been in a situation where I've needed a gun.
Not a gun,
I've never
but
been in a situation where I've
maybe what
needed a
these
gun.
psycho babblers are saying is that you were helpless one time in your
But
life.
everybody who hasn't been in a situation
and
where
wish
somebody bigger than you beat you up.
and wish you could have fought back or whatever, and you couldn't. And
it would have been
so
nice.
now you're making sure that never happens to you again.
You don't think it would have been
so
nice?
Protect.
You don't think it would have been nice for me to be able to roundhouse kick Boomer Esiason in the side of the face and lay him out in front of the fucking school? Yay! No. I got my ass
Yeah,
handed
but
to
who's
me.
saying it's too late? Let's go over there right the fuck now and take care of
Let's
this.
go over there and take care of
It
business.
might solve some shit.
No, but that's just but to think for people to sit there and whine about stuff like that is bizarre. That Snapple fucking asshole woman that talked about how her mother had another kid and she
that's
felt
why
like
she ate.
and that's why she's a fat pig.
Yeah.
Like get over that kind of shit.
Yeah.
If you have some real fucking like amazing shit happen in your childhood, then I could see that might be affecting you. You know, but you know, you get in a fight at school. What? Oh, that's gonna make it so I like being protected in my own home. No, I like being protected in my own home because I like being protected in my own home. It's my house, my castle.
What is it called? I want to be the captain of my own ship.
Yes,
or whatever.
I want to be the guy. I do.
Is that what it is?
And I want the whole fucking side to be, each side to be lined with cannons. That's the ship I want.
All right. Are we going to move on?
I don't know, Opie. Are we?
Oh, boy.
Are we ever? Do we ever really move on, though?
2 out of the 3 guys are in therapy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Yeah, you two are fucked up. No.
I'm not saying we're pictures of emotional
But
health.
getting better every day, right, Jimmy?
Absolutely.
That's right, me and you, buddy.
But
Not everybody's
can
in
you
therapy.
imagine how... Sorry, I'm Corey Feldman on Larry King.
What happened?
I just ate some salad dressing.
Oh, is that what you're calling it?
Yes.
Tasty. What, two of the people,
of the
so
3.
how fucked up like you guys would be?
We're awful without it.
Well,
we're mediocre with it.
I've seen some improvements. Maybe the average person hasn't, but I certainly have
honestly
seen
don't feel like I
improvements in my
need
fine
therapy.
life.
Nobody really
I know
does.
I can.
Yeah, I didn't feel that for many years either,
Nobody
right, Jimmy?
does. That's the beauty of it.
No,
Nobody goes,
look.
you know what? Things are great. Let's head on in.
Yeah, you know.
Everyone's life
Then it took-
consists of highs and lows, and you deal with them. You don't have to go to a therapist. Not everybody. Some people absolutely. Other people don't have to.
Jimmy,
It's not like
remember being where Ann is today?
Yes.
Yeah, I
and
remember that,
denying
too. I remember
denial.
that, too.
It's not necessarily denial. Sometimes you're just right. You ever see that? Like, sometimes paranoid people are right. Someone was after them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Anthony. Whatever
Absolutely.
you think. Whatever you think.
See, and you guys are giving me the psychobabble line.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yes.
But it's a very simple...
We remember being where you are today.
Remember being where... And now everyone's all better. This is a room of mental patients, regardless of who you see.
I'm not saying I'm better, but... Well, no, I am better, but I'm not cured or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there.
Well, as the old expression goes,
Jimmy Wisdom.
I may not be the man I could be, but thank God I'm not the man I used to be.
Oh, Jimmy Wisdom.
That's not for me. Someone told me that.
I don't
You know what,
care.
Jimmy?
I heard it from you.
I certainly can relate to that one. Thank you for that. And you?
I am who I am.
I am what I am, and that's all what I am.
Oh, we knew the joke was coming because it got a little
I got a
uncomfortable.
little
didn't it?
uncomfortable for a second, so I got to be funny. That's been Anthony his whole life.
Somehow therapy is boring sometimes. Sure, I get bored. I go, it's tedious or whatever. It happens. But
Yeah.
she's really good. My therapist is fucking smart, man. Yeah. She catches me. It's almost like talking to somebody like in that one setting helps me catch some of my bullshit. Not all of it, but I'm really good at fucking convincing. I'm a good talker. I can convince myself of fucking anything.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm doing the same shit over and over, and I can say what I want, but it does a lot of times it makes me fucking unhappy. Like, it's like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You should be writing a book or fucking working on that CD. I got 2 new CDs
Oh,
taped.
absolutely.
There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so many things my unhealthy shit blocks me from doing, and it drives me nuts. My inability, I want to smack myself because it's like, you fucking know better. Like, I really do. It's like time is going by. It's not, this is not a rehearsal.
Right. I could be more motivated. I absolutely know that.
I could do shit that would make me feel good, but instead I languish on the internet and jerk off or whatever it is. It's like it becomes this all-consuming thing.
I had to text Danny last night and ask him. I go, Danny, what was that porno site we were talking about on the air the other day?
Nice.
It's like, oh, that X-Hamster or something.
Yeah, it was funny because I saw the text and I was just like,
the beginning of Danny's text was ha 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 ha.
well, yeah,
and then he gave me a great list.
Someone's gonna be jerking off in about 6 seconds.
Nice.
Because it really
just wanted to peruse some porno.
It does take an amount of trust to ask somebody for a porno site because you really have. I mean, because you are letting the other person know what you intend to do.
Yeah, basically,
I'm not going to study this.
But basically, you're making the phone call with a hard on at that point.
No,
it's not
actually,
even like you're thinking about it. You're like, no, I'm already fucking.
He's got pre-cum dripping down his head.
Exactly.
Oh, God, no.
Yes. You called Danny with a hard on. Come on.
No, wipe his phone off after he's done texting.
I actually was going through all the sites. I usually go through Drudge and then Fox, CNN. I go through all the news sites, nmania.com. And then I was, I go to like RedTube because that's like the only one I really know that has the free stuff. But then it's like, I've seen some of these. So that's when I texted Danny.
Yeah.
I was like, I want some new shit.
Yeah.
I need some new shit.
X-Hamster. And for everybody who's asking me, holy Christ, it's X-H-A-M-S-T-E-R.
Yeah. What's so good
it's
about
not
this one?
X-Hamster. It's not, it's not X-Answers, which someone asked me about.
What is good about this one?
It's just a lot of stuff. They just have a fucking
better than
whole lot of
RedTube and all
shit.
that shit. And
you know what I'm
fucking
digging? I've you know.
This is good. Is this your go-to site right now?
This is now my go-to
oh,
site.
Then
I was watching
I
facial
listen to Danny.
montages.
A lot of compilations on X-Hamster.
Oh, yeah. Compilations. That's what they got. Compilations. There was some chick on here that is like fucking a magician.
By the way,
did you ever
Jimmy,
see the
tried.
woman that fucking jerks off guys like barely touching them?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I did, actually. Yeah, I have seen it.
This woman I'm watching last night, and
He's very relieved.
She like
we
takes like the tip of her fucking finger and is barely rubbing it on the guy's fucking dickhead.
I think we almost had it.
Barely moving it. And the guy just goes, she's a magician. A magician, I tell you.
Speaking of magic.
Yes, Jimmy.
You know the magic you feel.
When you sit there.
Bad segue, guy. You know,
you sit there and have some revelations like, oh, that's why I do that. I shouldn't do that anymore.
Do you know what I like about my therapist? Sometimes she proves me right.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's not all about being wrong. I'll talk about my girlfriend and things she does. And there's times where it's like she points out my bullshit. And other times she's like, you know what? That might be her doing. And she's like,
I think she does that to make you feel better.
Oh, no. She's fucking wearing a suit jacket.
Gives you a couple of points so you can take points away and things like that.
You gotta lay down the law. I lay down the law. I'm like, look, if you don't fucking agree with me, I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah?
As soon as you don't agree with me, I find a person that will. Oh, it sets them straight.
Yep. Right away you establish that.
Yep. You say, look, everything I say is going to be right.
I pay you.
That's right.
You work for me.
That's right.
I'm the boss.
That's right.
Interesting.
I got therapy today. You want to do couples therapy?
Oh, Christ. Opie and Anthony go into couples therapy?
Some kind of monster.
Oh, that's headlines.
Let's film it and make a DVD.
Blind item. A certain radio duo, a certain toxic radio duo just entered couples therapy. What does this mean for the show?
Imagine we have our therapist outside the studio every day talking to each other individually.
Like Metallica?
So we can handle each other.
Oh, my God.